Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to a TMossBoss versus food video. In today's video, man, I wanted to talk on something that I see a lot actually. But man, it trips me out because I did do a video a while back talking on like food delivery services and stuff like Uber Eats or something else. And it trips me out how serious these guys get over not receiving a tip. And I just, the times when working in the food industry, a tip is definitely something you shouldn't be begging over or asking for. None of that stuff. Because I feel that, the reason for a tip is because you gave that person a good service. Now, if they felt that you didn't give them a service or a good service or a service at all, fam, why are they tipping you? My thing is this. If you need the money that badly, then you need to go out and get yourself a better job. But that just don't make no sense to me where it's like you're you chose to get this job, right? Or to do whatever job, and then you are demanding stuff that's technically not even technically, it's not yours to begin with. Like, no, man, I remember the one video where the guy, he goes banging, like, so I think he was like checking his phone or whatever, and he seen that he didn't get no tip, and so he starts banging on their door. He's calling, talking about, oh, you didn't tip, and then he called them something, hangs up, walks away, and it's like, fam, now do you think he would have done that if, let's say, if it was like Mark Henry? Like, let's say this is like 2008 Mark Henry. This is like the Hall of Pain Mark Henry. The Mark Henry that was taking like audio guys and throwing them like into a darkness. Do you think he would have done that to him? And he probably, I don't know whether or not you can see who you're delivering the food to, because maybe they might have it where it's like you gotta see who you're delivering the food to in case you delivering it to the wrong person. But yeah, it's like, when you see things like that, it's like, fam, he's doing that because he knows that it's somebody that he's not worried about. But if it was somebody that he was worried about, he's not going to be banging on their door demanding no tip. And there was a one person I think I saw, not too long ago, where they took the food and threw it across the person's yard. And I'm like, fam, my thing is this, all right, this is my advice to the people out there that take up that job. If you have that much of an issue, not receiving a tip from somebody, then you shouldn't have that line of work, or you shouldn't be in that line of work, because it don't make no sense to me where it's like, that's like me getting into content creating and I'm out here demanding 1 million followers. You gotta work for that stuff. You can't just be out there demanding things and it's not even yours to begin with. So yeah, people, look, if you gonna be out there taking up them food delivery jobs, if you don't get a tip, you don't get a tip. If you do, then that person liked your service. But it's like, okay, all you're doing, right? And the crazy thing about it is, like, delivery services have been around, for a while now, all right? Like, freaking UPS, FedEx, the postal office. I'm trying to think, what are some other, Amazon. I'm saying, you don't see these guys getting tips from doing their deliveries and things. They just go out there and do them. So yeah, it trips me out how people, they trip about that stuff. And it's like, fam, all you're doing is just to get that person's food and delivering it. I'm saying, like, and I know people are gonna probably leave some comment like, well, they very well could go out and get the food themselves if they're not mobile. Like, let's say if this person, they broke like both their legs or something, or they have to watch their kids and they can't take their kids, with them, or just they don't even have a car, but it's like they need food to eat. And I'm saying, it's like, and then it's crazy because people be like, I know people try to use that excuse or say, like, to argue with me about it. And I'm like, there ain't no argument for being disrespectful towards people, because knowing if that had been you in that situation, yeah, you're going to have something to say about it. Especially if you ain't even got the money to tip. The only amount of money you have is to buy that food. That's your last bit of money. You got to wait until whenever the next time you get paid. My thing is this. It's like, and just putting yourself in them shoes. How would that make you feel if somebody's banging on your door demanding a tip and you ain't got the money to tip them? How's that gonna make you feel? You're gonna like try to reason with that? No, you're not gonna reason with that person. You're gonna look at them and be like, whose door are you banging on? Especially if you got, like, then the thing is like, what if that person, and then no, to talk to the people that be liking to do stuff like that, it supports that type of behavior. What are you gonna do if somebody opens up a door and they got a gun up to your head, talking about what door are you banging on? And now you in a situation where it's like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I'm like, yeah, bruh, don't be out there banging on people's door demanding tips from them. Especially if they, like, my thing is this, if all they got is the money that they have to pay for the food, that's all the money that they got. And if they want to tip you, they very well can do that. But it's like, don't be getting into the food industry demanding like, oh, it's like people, because the reason why I know the reason why I never really care. I mean, I you know, if I'm not going to decline tip money when I was working at this one restaurant. But no, like if they left tips, then they did. If they didn't, then they didn't. My thing is this: I was a cashier though, so if anybody didn't deserve tips, it definitely was me. But it was like, yeah, now I remember there was the one time when it was a chef that had worked there where we had ended up getting robbed one day, and they took his he had these like expensive cooking knives. And no, it was crazy because it was like they had came through. They did some old like 007 type stuff. They had like stuff keeping doors from closing and things. But anyways, I remember the supervisor, she goes and she asked me. She was all like, "Hey, is it okay if we can give up like our tip money for you know, maybe a few weeks or so he can save up to get his knives?" I had no issue with it because I was like, to begin with, I was like, fam, it wasn't even my tip money. All I just did was take a card or take a cash, give them change back, and give them their card back. That's all that I did. And I was like, and yeah, there was people that was, yeah, they were giving like me tips for it and stuff. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to decline it, but at the same time, it's like if it was taken away from me, I wouldn't have an issue with it because I was like, fam, all I am is a cashier. Yeah, I'm going around doing all these other extensive jobs there and stuff, and there was maybe a couple of days where I was helping out. That was like out of the 4 years I had worked there, there was maybe only like 2 days when I had helped out with food and stuff. Yeah, bro, I was like, nah, I definitely didn't deserve no tips, but they gave it to us and stuff, so. But yeah, it's like, if you don't deserve it, then it's like, fam, don't be out there. That's like if I was like, my thing is this. Do you think that if I would have been demanding the customers to give me a tip, right, for whatever, yeah, for my cashier services and stuff, how long do you think I would have worked there? I don't think I would have worked the full 4 years I had worked there and stuff. Nah, there wouldn't have been no way possible I would continue on. They probably, after the first incident of me asking the customer for some tip, I got fired within the first year I started working there. So anyways, yeah, people, it's like, don't be out in places demanding tips, especially if you don't, you know, deserve it and stuff. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.